never out of my lane. Feel like you the one and I'm on one. So what it's gonna be? Baby, squad up. We finna go deep. Riding on a team. Got what you need. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down. When I hit the town, you should ride on.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Humble Baddies. I'm your girl, Alexis Stoudemire, and we are here to give you some of the latest tea, the vibes, the good energy. You know, what's good? What's good, ladies?
Hey, girl, we got our sisters in the house. Porsha Berto here, filling in for our girl Sharelle. What's up, boo? I miss you.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Porsha.
I know I miss y'all too. I can't wait to get back down to
When you
Miami
coming?
so we can hang out.
You didn't-
I'm coming to Miami because I need a tan, first of all.
Oh, okay, yes.
You hear how Alexis tried me? She already said I look like something off of Twilight.
I mean, you could use a little, I'm saying a little
She
something.
think I'm giving everlasting
No.
white woman.
It's cute. It's still giving.
Okay.
It's still pretty.
Everlasting white lady. And it's so funny, y'all. Whenever I get my makeup done, that's my first bit of instruction is please don't make me look like a white woman.
Like,
Because-
don't wash you out.
It can go
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean?
I always
Fair.
tell them I want to be bronze, like bronze me down. I want to be golden brown. Yes.
There you go, like a Nubian goddess.
This is
And
beyond
I'm
makeup,
saying,
but you need some
let-
fun.
I don't want much.
And this is beyond
Yeah.
makeup. I'm not gonna be on here mismatched color and everything else. And girl, if this is my face, can
Come
you
down
imagine?
here, a little more south and get you some of this
Yeah.
fun. Okay.
Trying to be
Yes.
brown, like the girls. Look at me.
Like the
It's
Gabriel.
okay. I got
How,
it. Yeah,
how's
I'll do
the
it. I'll do it.
baby?
Yeah.
He's so good, my little chunky bud.
Yeah.
Y'all, he's the best. I try not to say things like, "Oh, good baby, bad baby," because there's no such thing as a bad baby.
He a good
But
baby.
he's a good. There's
Amen.
such
what you mean.
bad sleeper,
You know,
colicky
Yeah.
baby.
Yes.
that's a good baby right there.
That baby.
And
That's
it's
a
a
good baby.
blessing too that, him being the latest one, like, because that can like change up a little bit of the dynamic.
would you
make
have
it a little
another
harder
baby?
on you. So it just makes it easier
Since
for
he
you.
was a good baby.
I
You
will
gonna
I will say that I feel like that's how people get pushed into having 4 and 5 babies because they get that one baby that's just like like
Yeah.
I'm an amazing. No, but he's just great. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
you didn't answer
And you
my
think
question.
it
Are
is?
you gonna have another baby?
I don't know. I don't think it's up to me.
Okay.
That's great.
But
Are you
would.
saying it's up to God or it's up to your husband? I mean, both,
Kind of both.
right?
It's giving both.
Okay.
I think I would be open to it. Not right now though. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm exhausted. Like I don't have
Yeah,
it.
I feel you, girl.
I'm so damn sleepy all the time. But if he wanted another one, I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Let's-
Okay.
That's sweet.
Sure.
Well, I'm
love
beyond
it.
babies, but I am celebrating my anniversary today with y'all.
Happy anniversary.
Do you know what today is?
My anniversary.
What a blessing, Ashley. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
How many years has it
This is
been?
our
I
8th
love it.
year.
I know that's right.
Yeah, our
Yes.
8th year. But we've been together 16 years. So, I mean, to me, I feel like it's been a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Like half
Yeah.
my life. Really.
I have a question.
What?
Because I'm almost like you. It's been 15 years for us, but 6 years
Mm.
married. But
Yeah.
have you ever heard of the 7-year itch?
Yeah. Yes.
That's
Do you
when I got
guys have the
divorced.
7-year itch?
I don't know if it was
Shit,
7
you
years.
know?
I definitely feel like it was maybe around 6 years. I feel like we wasn't itching, but we needed some lotion. You know what I'm saying? We needed some shea butter.
We wasn't itching. We was ashy.
Full dry. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't itchy yet, but it was
You was
definitely getting to a point where we needed some moisturizing of our relationship. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, I get that.
so yeah, it's like we definitely felt it. So I ain't trying to fool no.
How'd you moisturize it? I'm so intrigued. How'd you moisturize? Because I'm coming up on
Yeah,
year
right.
7.
You need this is good. This is good dialogue to know
It
about,
is.
by the way.
If it get
Let the people
ashy,
know.
I
We
need
need
I
to
know.
know.
Yeah.
I gotta know.
You know, before it got to us being itchy, you know what I'm saying, we was a little dry, and I felt like it was a communication thing. Communication was dry. And like we really needed time to like sit down and really express like our feelings. You know, every day I would be saying what I'm frustrated about, but not what I'm frustrated about. You know what I'm saying? It would be like
Right.
little things
Yeah.
that I'm like mad at him about, but the real core issues we weren't addressing. And so I feel like really it took conversations of us sitting outside. Like I had somebody, you know, here with the kids, and we literally sat outside. Y'all know I'm always outside. And we
Always.
sat outside on the grass, shoes off, like just talked, you know, just have conversation.
Ground.
Yeah, like we really needed to ground ourselves, ground our relationship, and just like talk for hours and just like lay it all out. So we did that. We went away, you know, so we could have more conversation, you know, time just for ourselves. And I really feel like just being open and honest about what we're really feeling and really like making a decision about what we're going to do moving forward. Because it's like, yeah, we can talk about it all day, but like moving forward, like what kind of marriage do you want to have for real? Like, because, you know, we can be married and it can suck. We can have,
Right.
you know, a good marriage, you know, so
Or you can have a good
yes.
marriage, yeah.
Or, you know, so it's like, one,
That's
do
a good
you want to be
check-in.
here?
I like that.
First of all, you know, okay.
Yeah.
Plain and
Yeah, do
simple.
you want to be here? Because if you don't, then you know what I'm saying? So
What
we
we
both
doing?
did, and we knew that, but it's like, okay, if we both want the same things, then like, what are we doing? So really, you just got to ask the questions. Like, do you want to be here?
Okay.
What kind of marriage do you want to have? What kind
I
of
love
wife
that.
do you want? What kind of husband do you want? What are your expectations of me? You know, where do you see us building together? What do you see you building on your own? Like, just really whatever those like core questions are, I feel like we really had to sit down and talk about it, because just going every
Right.
day, like doing your thing and then waiting till something happens to try to have a conversation about those things, it doesn't work. Like you really got to be specific, because it's your marriage and it's forever. And you need to be specific about what you want your marriage to be like.
Very
Understand that.
intentional. I feel that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But thank you, girl. Take it.
Yeah. So don't let it get itchy when he's
Don't let it
Yeah,
get
please
added.
don't get
okay.
we don't want it to be itchy.
You need
Ever,
to keep
ever, ever. Don't let it
moisturizing,
get
okay? You get you some shea butters, get you some
Listen,
Juvederm, get you
we have therapy in here every day. Like I fully became his therapist, and I think he became
yeah.
mine. But it's, you know, it's
Good.
necessary. Very
Yes,
necessary.
it is. And it's something you have to do every day. You got to put lotion on every day, or your ass gonna get ashy.
Every day, or you gonna look a mess.
Exactly.
gotta check
Yeah,
in. Got
Yeah.
to. That's
I like
it's
that.
So that's my
necessary.
little advice. Now, you know, we on year 8. I'm still learning, and you know, so whatever advice, I'm always like here. But I just know that worked for us when we had got a little dry or whatever. But
It was is so 7 years is when actually it was started to be a separation and divorce. So
that's
so
a real
hence
thing. That's
it.
7. Yeah,
Yes,
they said like
yes.
that's a
And
real, like it's been studied. Like that's
it has
real.
been. Absolutely. And it's not was that obviously it just wasn't 7 years because we have children prior
Right.
to that, but like that's when things started to shift. And I agree with you, Ashley. I think it's commendable that you're honest because you're in it and others are in it and listening, because I feel like if more people in our circle, in our community, that people that were like there for us were more honest about what marriage looked like, how hard it is, how it goes ups and downs, 80-20, 60-40 sometimes, give and take, all these things, and understanding your
Yeah.
partner. I feel like that could have been a little bit of a catalyst for us to kind of maybe get things a little bit better.
Sure.
I feel like we were just almost out there figuring this out by
Yeah.
ourselves. So without that
You want to know what
community,
we all thought?
you know,
We all thought that the worst thing that could happen in your marriage is infidelity.
of
And
course.
it
And
plainly
it's
just is
Right.
not. Everybody
correct,
thinks that as
Porsche.
long as he ain't cheating and I ain't cheating, you think that's the worst thing that can happen to
Exactly.
you. When
Correct.
truthfully, it's just life.
It's
You're
life.
growing up, you're getting older, now you're an
All
adult.
those
His
childhood
career,
traumas come up and
yes.
You know,
It's
your
two
parents are
people.
getting sick, your children are being
Coming together.
born, they're going through stuff, financial
Mhm.
stuff.
And then you
business stuff,
grow
your
into
health.
different people. Like, I'm not the same person that he met, in 2009.
Show lane.
You know what I'm saying? And
Nope. And you're not supposed
exactly,
to be.
but that's the thing. Like, people are like, at one point he's like, but you wasn't like that before. You didn't like that before. I'm like, yeah, I know. I was.
Tell me that. He probably told me that yesterday.
So it's like, there's
every day.
definitely like natural growing pains, but nobody really talked about that. But there's one thing that I don't subscribe to, and that's that marriage is hard. And I feel like I hate that saying. I hate when people say marriage is hard, because nothing that's worth it in life is easy, first of all. Okay. Second of all, it's hard if you want it to be hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know
I
what
agree.
we need. Saying a marriage needs communication. We've been hearing that since the beginning of time. Saying like you have to be honest and transparent and truthful. We know these things. It's just doing it. It's just actually being about it and doing the things that you say. And I just feel like, power is in the tongue. So if you keep saying marriage is hard, marriage is hard, marriage is gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? Your marriage is gonna be hard. So I just don't subscribe to saying those words out loud. I will never be like, marriage is hard. I'm just like, he get on my nerves sometimes.
You know what? I don't like to say that it's hard, but it damn sure ain't easy.
And that's cool.
That's what I was gonna say. It's not easy.
It ain't
It
for the
definitely
weak.
is.
Worth having.
It is a little
It
hard.
is not for the weak.
Yeah,
It's a
like you really
challenge,
have to
and you're supposed to. You want to show
speak
up.
positively over your marriage, protect your marriage, and yeah, I just don't subscribe.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Deaconess Wheeler, you better tell them. Tell the congregation, the saints in the back, life and death and the power of the tongue.
Period. Hello.
Yeah, but we want that. We do need that for sure.
Yeah. But we're gonna celebrate. I low-key had forgot about my anniversary. His mama had called to wish me a happy anniversary, and I was like, ooh. But
his mama,
his mama.
Was she shady about it?
No, she wasn't. She was just like, no.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. She actually said she's gonna let me know that she sent me a gift. I know. Thank you, Miss Phyllis. She said she sent us a gift. It hasn't come yet, but she is so sweet. Like, our relationship has grown so much over the years, and I think that has helped our marriage as well, because when you don't get along with the in-laws, that's hard. Okay. So I'm glad that we are healed from our past, because if you ever watched any of my old show, y'all know it was a mess back in the day.
Honey, she was cutting up.
Hurricane Phyllis wasn't nothing to play with, okay?
Nothing to play with.
I still love Hurricane Phyllis. That's still Hurricane Phyllis. I love her though. Yeah.
I love that.
So we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna celebrate. I don't know. In a couple of weeks, we're going out of town. But for now, I'm gonna just be outside with my chickens, and that's how.
Do you think the anniversaries change over time? Like, it's just like, we'll just celebrate later.
Yeah,
or
I
it's
mean,
not
I do feel like in the beginning I was like, count down the days to my anniversary, and now I'm like, it's another day, another year.
Yeah, like we made it, and now we still gotta
like I'm happy, and I feel blessed that we made it to 8 years, because I mean, we be talking all the time, like, can you believe, like, we've been married for 8 years and we got 2 kids?
Say like an old person, because you feel like, whose life is this? How have we been married?
Who said we could be parents?
Kids. Who said that? Who chose us?
It's crazy for giving us kids. No.
Yeah, we say that a lot. Yeah. But it is something to be proud of. Sometimes, like, I don't get caught up in the celebration of it, or what we're gonna do, or where's my gift. I don't do any of that. But like, we'll go to dinner and we'll just be like, oh, like, we're proud of us. You know what I mean?
Doing
it's an accomplishment now.
I love that.
Yeah, I like that too. And I just think that in this day and age, we really should like recognize it. Like, we shouldn't be so nonchalant about it, because honestly, like, relationships don't be lasting, and marriages, people don't, uplift it like they used to anymore. So we should, celebrate it. And it is a big deal. So I don't mean to like make it seem little of it at all. I think it's,
so it's not little.
Yeah.
I understand.
It's not little. We feel you, girl. We know you ain't.
We do.
You ain't gonna give all the emotion all the time. You know what I mean? You
I
was
am
like,
excited,
oh,
but yeah, I feel blessed every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy every day. I take a moment every day to be like, thank God for all of this. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I don't make little of it at all. Appreciate it.
I need that little dose of positivity to start the cast. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so
A little dose of
enough of me.
I love that.
Let's enough of my fairy tale. Let's talk about segment 1. From fairy tales to headlines. Tonight, we're diving into a story that's been making waves across social media and news outlets. It's about love, fame, and the complexities that come with both. We're talking about the recent allegations involving Hallie Bailey and her ex-boyfriend, rapper DDG. That's right, Haley. Is her name Haley or Holly? Holly? Haley? I think it's Haley. Hallie Bailey.
I think it's Haley.
Yeah. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Anyway. Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah, for Little Mermaid. She's recently been granted temporary custody. Granted a temporary restraining order against DDG and citing multiple instances of abuse during and after their relationship. The couple share a 17-month-old son named Halo, and they began dating in 2022, and they separated in October of 2024. The court filings allege physical abuse, verbal, emotional, and financial abuse, including a January incident where DDG allegedly assaulted her during a custody exchange, resulting in a chipped tooth. Ooh, did y'all see that picture?
I did.
Yeah.
She also claims that DDG has used social media platforms to spread misinformation and incite harassment against her, leading to threats and online abuse. It's a deeply troubling situation that raises important questions about domestic violence, especially in high-profile relationships. So let's open up this conversation with some questions that we hope will spark some thoughtful discussions. All right. So, controversial and conversational questions. Did we all ignore red flags because the couple looked so cute online? Were we too caught up in the aesthetic of the relationship to notice things were off?
Well, I want to start by saying, one, we don't know what people have going on behind closed doors. Let's just start with that. 1. 2, these are 2 public figures. And we did see them come together. We did see her, like, it was since she was doing this run with Disney and being, a Disney princess and Ariel, the first Black and only Black Ariel, by the way. I feel like we were invested because she was doing so much press while she was expecting. And so not only that, she was focused on her job, doing her, but also didn't want to have the stigma of I'm not married, I'm Disney, I'm all this, and this. So with all of that pressure and all of that going on, her body changing, hormonal, all this stuff, again, we don't know what was going on behind closed doors. Obviously, now what's done in the dark comes to the light because here we are speaking on this. And unfortunately, there's a baby involved. And we know this as mothers, you want to protect yours. And obviously there's some other things that have happened where it's like, it may or may be documented. I don't know specifics, but enough to where she's like, my child is not safe in this environment.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it's me, I'm not safe in this environment, and neither is this child. So I'm sure, in order for a judge to even give a restraining order, there is some kind of evidence of at least you know what, this situation is a little weird. So you need to go ahead and stay away, until they have more, evidence or whatever the case may be. But if a judge grants a restraining order, that means there is enough a significant amount of evidence where they're like, you know what, this is not good for her to be near. You guys are not supposed to be near each other, right? Now the baby coming in involved is tough because now, again, you want to protect yours, and now it's like, look, I got to take this baby with me. I got to travel. She's gonna have to work and take this child with her, which it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. But again, we just don't know what was going on. So now it's out, it's public, and now we're just gonna support her and uplift her. And at the end of the day, we have to believe when people are saying this happened to me. You know, I know she's also very nervous about his outcry of his public image as far as all his followers, because he's a known streamer that, you know, streams live all the time, and they're harassing her. So it's also very volatile in that situation too, because now you're adding that being both of you public figures, but people can publicly post these disheartening, you know, things. So it's a lot of mental and emotional abuse that she's already saying she's had. So now you're adding these layers to it. So it's sad. I'm supporting family all the time. And also, but also safety first.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I was not caught up in no static of nothing. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Little Mermaid, first of all, she has been following the Beyonce protocol her
Correct.
whole career. I ain't seen nothing, I ain't saying nothing, I ain't do nothing. She don't respond to nothing. He probably, because he's a streamer, I don't know a lot about him, but everything that I do see is he get on Twitter and he's like a certified yapper. Okay. He was going at her. He was saying a lot about her, about the relationship, about this, about that. And I'm like, damn, like, I mean, they're cute and everything, but I really do wish that he would kind of be quiet about what they got going on. But I understand that's a part of his career. He, you know, he gets paid a lot to overshare. I get it.
Yeah.
But it's also just like, I cannot stand no man that's a certified yapper.
Well, see, that's what when you said that she was following the Beyonce protocol, that's what I thought of her and her sister. Like they were like following in the Beyonce's footsteps until she got him. And then I was like, wait a minute, I know Beyonce did not sign off on this. So I too was not caught up in anything
Beyonce
or aesthetic. I was just like, as soon as they became a thing and she was pregnant, I was like, what is happening? Like,
I will say he did look like a good dad though. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a good dad. He looked like an involved parent. But
like
you know,
and he hold his baby like this.
Well, that and because he was always arguing with people on the internet about that baby. He just looked like a very passionate
I feel like
parent.
that's attention.
But again,
I feel like that's attention. It's like, let me argue with them to make me look like, yeah, I'm not buying it.
Certified
I was never buying it. Also, he's short, and I don't know, short kings. But listen, like, I don't know. It's just nothing about them made me be like, oh, that's cute. But so I wasn't caught up in that. But now that things aren't working out for them, I don't know. Like when I saw the picture of the chipped tooth thing, and also I saw like she had posted a picture with her with Brent Fayez or whatever his name is, on vacation. I think, was it this past weekend or it was some weekend? Yeah. And DDG got mad or whatever because he wanted to see the baby, but she had took the baby to St. Lucia and with her new boo, I guess.
No, she went with her sister.
She went with her sister.
So what ended up happening was
he wasn't there.
He assumed. No, it wasn't even that. It wasn't
and he
even
just popped off
but he popped off because that's what the receipts are saying. She's like, look, this is how he is.
Okay.
This is what he
I just don't like them putting stuff out, like posting their business, like having fights on the internet, like showing text messages. I hate when like celebrities do that because like the babies are going to get older and they're going to see all of this. You know what I mean? I really hate that part about it. And it just seems so childish too, because like we supposed to be adults, and then it's like we seeing y'all bicker. I don't know. I just don't like it when it goes public and we can see the like ins and outs of the relationship. But I really do hope that, you know, they figure it out. Like, I hope she's safe, the baby's safe. I hope he can continue to somehow be in the child's life. Like, I hope they work it out. You know what I mean? I just don't like the childish parts of it. But my next question is Hallie wrong for wanting full custody, or is she protecting her peace and her child? Let's be real. If you don't trust your ex, do you owe them 50-50 in parenting? Should a mom have the right to decide where the child lives, even if the dad wants to be more involved? And how much say should the non-custodial parent really have?
That's a complex question.
I feel like for a man, if we separate, don't come over here trying to do all the stuff that you ain't never did before. If you ain't never took the baby out of town before, don't wait until we separate and try to take the baby out of town. If you ain't never kept them by yourself overnight, don't wait until we separate. I can get him on weekends. I'm his daddy. You ain't never kept this baby by, like, never ever in your life. Like, what are you doing, sir? Give me back my baby.
Same.
You know, I just think that
you like keep that same energy.
Keep that same energy, but also
what if they get with another, like maybe they grow up, like the relationship didn't work out, he wasn't the best father, but maybe something happens, he's more financially stable or has a new wife or something, and now he can be the better father.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
Baby steps. Don't take my baby out of town. I'll punch you in the throat. Don't do it.
And I see what you're saying, especially if this is not your norm. Like, why put this child in? Because children become they become the pawn in this tug of war. Yeah. They're right in the middle, and they're like, well, I'm gonna hurt you, wife or lady, because I know you're closer to this child, so I'm gonna try to take this away from you because I want to hurt you. You know, it can get like that, to get real messy, and only the child gets hurt at the end of the day.
Always gets like that, and everybody always says, I would never do that, and I would never talk bad about them, and I would never do this, and I would never do that, and more often than not, that's exactly what they do.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they do. So no, leave my baby home.
Yeah.
That's my vote.
Well, I don't know. That is such a hard situation. I can't imagine like separating or whatever and then having to share my kids, like share that time.
It's tough.
So I don't know. That part makes me really sad. Like thinking about it just makes me like,
It does.
It's tough, you know? And again, this is going back to divorce. I just want to throw this in there. There's parenting plans where you literally have to plan out everything. Who's paying for this? Who has this time? Who gets this holiday? Who alternates this? Who's picking up from school? Who's dropping off from school? Who's allowed with the children?
The holidays, splitting the holidays.
Everything.
So much.
And you basically essentially having, you know, lawyers say, hey, I don't know y'all, but this is the blueprint. So we're going to stick this here. This is, you know, this is how you do 50-50. It's always something. And then you end up looking up and you can't even, it's hard to even keep up with that because it's not realistic. Yeah. You know, like I'm dealing with, my kids are older now and they're in college. Well, you know, one's in college, they're all over the place. So technically, I don't have to say, guess what? Go see your dad. They can go on their own or not. You know, it's like, you know, it's at a point where it's like you have other people dictating, you know, your time with these children. So, and at the end of the day, the children are the ones that feel the brunt of it. It's tough.
Yeah.
Again, to me, he looked like he was all right daddy. So he could have fooled me, girl. I don't know what them people got going on.
Yeah, I don't either.
Exactly.
I don't know.
But it seems like the way she's going about keeping the child might not be right. Like she's literally keeping him from seeing his baby. And that seems like what he's mostly upset about, even in the arguments that we're seeing. You know, like he might not be handling it the right way, but it seems like it's what we're seeing anyway is stemming from her not allowing him to see his son. So.
And that's because he was allegedly abusive towards her.
Yeah, I guess
that's what it's stemming
from. I mean, I guess I get it. I mean,
I get that.
Yeah.
You know?
I get it.
I get it.
But,
I don't like it, but I get it.
Yeah. Well, damn. I hope they figure it out. Would you let your child travel with someone you don't trust? Hallie said no to DDG taking Halo out of LA. Is that being overprotective or just smart?
Again, we don't know what's going on. It has to be something for her to be like, I don't feel comfortable. You know, it's something.
Yeah. I feel like mamas be knowing. Mamas be knowing. And I feel like, like if she wouldn't say that unless there was an issue. There is an issue.
And low key, every time has the baby and again, I don't know these people and I don't follow this at all. But like every time he has the baby on this stream, remember his life is very much on stream. So he's like, hey, here's my baby. And the streams are just rolling. Like, you know, the more followers, the more whatever, however you make your money off of streaming. But it's just like, here's my baby, here, guys, here, world, see my child. I mean, we got to think of security. We got to think of other people that are looking at your child and recognizing this baby. That's another layer too of security.
This is too much for me and my little life child. I don't know how to handle that.
A lot.
I don't know why they putting this in the group chat because we don't know what to do. We don't know what to tell y'all. This is a lot. Okay. I don't know. It's depressing me.
It's unfortunate. Okay. Let's wish them well. It's unfortunate. I wish you well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Let's move on from that because that's just
hard. Let's move on.
Okay.
Hey, palpitations.
I mean, it's doing something. I don't like it. All right. Have men become the new baddies? Let's be real. Some of these men are wearing crop tops, getting facials, and giving sass. And honestly, they're doing it better than us. Ooh. So we got to ask, have men officially become the new baddies? So we're going to explore how traditional gender roles have flipped and whether men are stepping into the spotlight with more vanity, sass, and emotional drama than ever before. So I'm going to give y'all some scenarios. A man gets flown out by a woman and he posts the food, but not her. Is that giving city girl energy?
How do we know? First of all, I don't really see guys posting the food, do they? Like, is that
what's the city?
You know what they do? They be posting the bottles. You know what I'm saying? I think they be posting like at the airport in the lounge. You know, they got their way of.
Okay. I was about to say.
I don't think there's anything wrong with getting flued out. Ain't nothing wrong. Even if you're a man, ain't nothing wrong with getting flued out. Okay. If she got it and she wants to, then okay.
But you know what back in the day, that was more so like a woman was flued out. It was kind of like the roles are changing now. The men are getting flown out. So like, you don't think that like changes the whole energy of like, you know, men versus women and like how things go?
Not for a real man. I mean, if you're a woman, if she getting money, then she just getting money. But if you still a man, it's just you'll make up for it in other ways. It's just you just got flued out. It's just a gift. It's like a gift. It's like giving a man a gift. You know what I mean? It's not. Yeah. I don't see the problem. I bet you Andre wish I fly his ass out. I bet you he wish I call him and be like, come on, babe. I get flued out.
I think we're old school.
Ever be like, yeah, baby.
I think I'm old school in the way.
What?
Okay. Can you come see me? Can you come meet me? And no, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know.
You know, she said, I don't think I could do. I don't think I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, but I feel like there are a lot of things that are happening now that make men come off a little sassy. I don't think that's one of them. I think we've got bigger fish to fry.
That's true. But that's the beginning of it. That's the beginning of it. It's because they want to get food out. They're doing all these things. They getting the nails polished.
Yeah, that's the gateway sass.
They get the dangling earring, the dangling cross earring.
Get away from me, Ashley.
Get away. They getting real. They getting real. You know what I'm saying? They get the nail polish. They get the crossbody.
The man purse. The MERS.
What else is the starter kit? It used to be like the skinny jeans, but that's not really in anymore.
Now it's podcast, microphone, and trash talking women all day.
That part.
Sassiest of them all.
Yeah.
I'm a part of the sassy brigade, and I know they get on the end. They like to say, oh, y'all always calling men sassy. I'm a part of the problem because I'm calling you sassy.
I think some of those things are sassy. Like, I don't want to see my man doing, I don't like the nail polish. Y'all like nail polish? I don't like it. I can't do nail polish. And they be going all out with the designs on. Yeah. I mean, at first it was like, okay, a little clear. Okay.
We go get, and that's even a lot for me. If we go get mani-pedi, you better.
I'm like,
No. You better buff it out. Don't you put a damn thing on those cuticles. You better buff that shit out and we're gonna walk away.
Next thing you know, they got
not
a whole full set. Like, I just can't. Okay.
Not
they
a
under
full
the
set.
light.
Yeah.
Not a
They
full
under the
set.
light. I
Yeah, they under
can't.
the light like this. Yeah, I don't know. I can't do it. I like me a man who's obviously Phil, but hypothetically speaking, I'm saying like I need a man that's a man, like manly, you know, like he can't be in the mirror longer than me. You know what I'm saying? Like he need to be waiting on me to get ready. Like you can't have a 10 step routine, skincare routine. Like that's too much. Like get you some soap and water and go.
And let's hit
Yeah.
it. Let's go. Yeah, no, it's very traditional over here. And I did not think that I was like I didn't think that I believed in gender roles specifically, or maybe I didn't until I got married. I don't know. It just works better for me. I'm just attracted to that. Anything that's not that, like I'll be attracted to it for, for a short amount of time. I've had
Oh my
non-manly,
God, me too. I think I dated a gay man.
I've had them with like a little
Did you ever date a
sass
gay
and it
boy?
lasted.
Did you ever
A
date a
what?
gay boy?
No, but I dated someone who, like, if later on somebody said, "Oh, so and so gay," I'd be like, "I could see that." You know what I mean?
I think I dated
You
a gay
know?
boy before in college.
No way.
Yeah. He was very pretty. He was very pretty. We never had sex.
Oh, well, bitch, that's the
I don't know. I was
should not
mind you, but see, for me, I have only sex with like on one hand. So for me, it was like, okay, we're not having sex, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then I realized,
You said we're not like, whatever. First of all, if you're not trying to sleep with me, you can't possibly give a crap about me. But that's my brokenness. Don't pay attention to that.
I don't know about
Don't pay attention to my brokenness.
he was just a very pretty boy, and yeah, I don't know. Looking back, I'm pretty sure he's good.
Yeah, I think we're old
out.
school though. We're super old school, and I don't want to. We're not gonna speak for the masses, but we definitely want someone to court us to be that burly, masculine. Like
Yeah.
it's the gender roles. Going back to what Porsha said, I agree with that. Like you want X, Y, and Z and expect X, Y, and Z from your man.
Even like the content creators now, like I couldn't date somebody who's like doing the get ready with me and it's like you see them putting on the lotion and like I don't know, flossing your teeth. Like I don't know. It's just I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like selfies. Like I don't why you posting selfies? I don't like that. Like why you posting your outfit?
Imagine your man just carrying around a tripod. If I went to Publix and Andre put out a tripod and set that bitch up in the picture, I'd be like, boy, if you don't get your ass.
It's just certain things to me I just don't find masculine. Like, don't take no selfies. Don't post your outfit. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't like that.
Do you think some stuff is going like the internet? Like we're kind of taking it a little bit too far. I actually saw a post where this man was like, "You're not a real man if you drive a coupe," and I was like, "Oh my God, men can't enjoy anything." It's like it's getting to the point where they're like shaming men for like just enjoying their life. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it because again, I'm a part of the sassy brigade. Like I will call you sassy in a minute, but it is getting
a Mustang is a coupe, a Ferrari is a coupe, a Lamborghini is a coupe.
To the point where like I be feeling like, dang, they low key can't really enjoy nothing because we are on ass.
Nothing.
Me specifically.
I mean, at the end of the day, you like what you like. You know what I'm saying? And a man is a man, but I just do think some men are a little more feminine than others. And I feel like now it's just it's trending. It's like these trends with the nails and the earrings and the man bags and all the little cutesy things that some men are into these days. It's trending. It's trending. Hopefully the manly man trend comes back soon.
Let's let the trend go.
I don't care. I got me a caveman and I ain't let him go.
Yeah, do that.
I can't. They sassy outside.
Very sassy outside.
They argumentative.
So do y'all think that men are more emotionally expressive now or just more dramatic?
It's a fine line. It's a fine line.
Very fine.
But I think they're getting more comfortable with speaking up, which I appreciate because we are saying, men, speak up, have emotions, have feelings, cry, let it out. But now it's turning into, it's turning into like coming out very much. It could be
It could be
aggressive, it could be
sassy.
female bashing, it could be sassy, it could be all of the
Because we say that to them because we want them to communicate, but we keep forgetting that they're just not great communicators to begin with. So however it's going to come out, it's just going to come out
however they
how
can.
it come out. Men just, they don't communicate. To me, they don't communicate as effectively as women do, not always in complete thoughts, just complete emotion,
I feel like men
passion,
would say that
aggression.
about women, though. I think men would be like, women are just emotionally dramatic and just act.
We are emotionally dramatic, but we also know how to tell your ass what we are emotionally feeling. I'm emotional, but I'm gonna tell you exactly why. I'm gonna tell you what's going on with me. It's gonna come out emotional, but you gonna know what's wrong with me by the time we leave here. You're gonna overstand. And men, I just think they're just not great communicators. I haven't met many who were, honestly.
Yeah. Well, damn. I mean,
I'm meeting some.
I see a lot
Are
of
you?
But they're older.
aggressive
They're older
men
and they've
on
been
the
through some stuff.
internet. I mean, because I ain't around a lot of men like that, but on the internet,
On the internet.
on the people's internet, the men be the main ones in the comments, like, well, you think you all that, but you ain't. And it's like, damn, why do you even care? Because like, I know
Yeah,
Phil, he ain't
they're
gonna go
very
on
loud.
nobody page, nobody's
Loud
dating
and
page
wrong.
and tell a lady what they think about her. But it's a lot of men who feel comfortable going on to people's internets and talking about women and a lot of like derogatory things. And it's just crazy to me.
No, babe, they're the meanest
Yeah.
ones. They
And then it's
are
about
the
stuff like,
meanest
why do you even care?
ones.
Like a lot of humble, I
It's
didn't
about
expect all the men to be chiming in on the humble baddies the way they've been doing. And I appreciate y'all for chiming in, but I just wasn't expecting y'all to go so hard sometimes. You know what I mean? Um,
the way the men were chiming in on how I should spend my Mother's Day as if they've ever pushed anything
yeah.
out of their cat is crazy. I was like,
The
oh,
men be
wow,
very
this is
opinionated.
different. And only the men having a problem with it. But it's always like that.
Right.
I be in them comments, I be seeing them come at y'all, I be like, "Ugh, go home, Roger. What are you doing over
Yeah.
here?"
The men's have a lot to say, and, it comes with it, opening yourself up on the internet, but damn. The men are very opinionated. And I feel like the internet has given them the freedom to, I don't know, say whatever. Like, I don't know. I just can't imagine them talking like that in person. Like, did y'all mama raise y'all like that? I don't know.
Nobody does. Girl, they see you in person and probably try to hit on you, ask you for a
Ooh.
picture of some weird
Do
shit.
women secretly love a pretty boy or do we want a man's man?
I want him fine. I want him attractive.
Yeah,
That
That
don't
don't
make him
mean
a pretty
pretty though.
boy.
yeah. I
Yeah, that
tried the
don't
pretty
mean
boy
pretty.
thing a long time ago. Now, like I said, I think he ended up being for the other team. So I got me a man's man. It was good. Bye. Yeah.
That's true. I think the one that I had that was kind of, he was, yeah.
But
It
it's
wasn't
trending.
like
Like
he
Cardi
was
B
like
is with a pretty boy now, Stephon Diggs. To me, that's a pretty boy. Cause he's like,
Why? Please tell
you
me
don't think he's a
why.
pretty
I don't
boy?
know anything about him.
No.
Because he's very
Oh, you just don't think he's pretty. Is that
I
what you're
think
No, I
saying?
do. I think he's attractive. I don't think he's a pretty
yeah, I think
boy.
he's a pretty boy because he's very fashionable. He's very into the way he looks. Like you can tell like that is a top priority for him. Like his hair is always perfection, outfit perfection. He has he's always at like fashion weeks, but like also like taking the pictures and like it's he cares about the way he looks. He's a pretty boy. Like
He's into fashion. I look at it as just that's a hobby and very
I
much
don't
like
know.
head to toe. Like your hair is manicured. He's into fashion, into style, into expressing
but I
himself
don't
that
see
way.
him
So I don't
into
think he's
like
a pretty
other
boy.
things. It's very much pretty boy things. So that's why I would category him into the pretty boy category.
Just looking at him, I don't know anything about him, but I wouldn't say that. I don't know. I think I have a sassier version of pretty boy in my brain. I think
Same.
that's, yeah. I
Well,
don't know.
yeah, he gives pretty boy to me. You don't have to have like, you don't got to be walking around like that to be pretty boy.
No, not like
But he's definitely giving pretty boy. So who would y'all say is a pretty boy? What is y'all version? Like celebrity. So we can all know who you're talking about.
I mean, who do I
celebrity.
think?
I don't even know celebrity. I know plenty of content creators that I definitely wouldn't name. I know lots of people I can name, but I'm not going to. Celebrity, who's a pretty boy? No.
No.
See, y'all don't even know pretty boy. So Stefan Diggs, pretty boy.
No.
Are we entering an era where men are the prize?
Definitely not. I'm kidding. But I'm not kidding. I'm
I
not really
mean,
kidding.
I think they're seeing it more, but I think men should feel that they're the prize too, just like women should. I feel like it goes both ways, come search out and win this prize and vice versa. The best man, best woman wins.
Right.
But to say you're the prize, to me, that's corny. Like,
Yes.
especially, like I'm the prize, like no, like you're gonna have to come court me and put me up on this pedestal, meaning like a guy, and then you need to work your way up to be here with me. No, I don't think so. That's not giving what we need right
Yeah,
now.
I don't think that, I don't know. Well, I hope people ain't out here saying that out loud because that's weird. But I do think men are like changing the way they see themselves in the dating game. Like I feel like men are saying like, no, there's so many women out here and there's only a little bit of, men that are
That's
worth
true.
it. So my value is this and y'all gotta, meet my standards. Like I feel like their attitude towards dating has changed into the mindset of we're the prize. You know what I mean? So and I don't think there's necessarily something wrong with that. It's just that it's different now. And that's just like the state of dating in these times right now. I feel like, I don't know, but it's also just how you think too, because I'm always going to tell like my single friends, like, don't worry about them saying like there's only a little bit of men and there's so many women. Like, that's not for you to worry about. Like, that's not your battle. Like, your person is your person, regardless.
I agree.
So,
I
I
agree.
mean, I get that outlook that men have taken of like, well, I'm a valuable man, like I'm educated, I have a good job, blah, 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 and they run in the list or whatever. I get that. Like that is something to be proud of and to, hold yourself up, high on. But I do think there is this like underlying thing of like the men are the prize now.
I feel like that's what we're saying is because right now we're witnessing, I think for like the first time ever, mainly because of social media, is this massive war between men and women on the internet. It's
Mhm.
Yeah,
happening minute by minute. Everybody's arguing about 50-50. Everybody's arguing about what you bring to the table and what you bring to the table. And why should I be with you? And I'm a high value man. And I'm a
Yes.
high, like, it's
Yes.
enough is enough. And I feel like that's why we're getting so much like everybody's beating on it. Tito, bye-bye. Sorry, my son is creeping up in here. He wants to be in here. Um, I think that's why we're getting a whole lot of, men kind of beating on their chest and talking about what they deserve is because, we're at war. It looks like we're at war on the internet, men and
yeah.
women all day, acting like they don't need each other, acting like, you know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
just feel like is that like a millennial thing? I don't know what the hell we going through. I really don't.
I don't know. It is different. It is different. It's scary out there. But you're right. I can see that. I can see that.
I feel like that's why they keep saying that, why it's this constant discussion about how there's just more good men out there. Like not more, but like the dating pool is
Right.
small. Like if you want a good man, it's just these people right here, and they are on the internet screaming at you about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so.
Yeah.
But again,
and
that's
people are impressionable. So to your point, everyone's like, "Oh, is that how I should be thinking?" All right,
Exactly.
because you know
One
they're
man
using that as
said
their
he's
first
surprised, and
education
now they
tool.
all like,
Yeah, exactly.
Not everybody's a high value man. Oh, I hate when people say
exactly.
that's one of my icks too. Like when a man says I'm high valued, I'm like, and then they start with money. Like that's not even what they're talking about. First of all, it's not even about that. Yeah. What are you even talking about right now?
Exactly.
Well, like I said, I hope, the rise of the manly man comes back. I think society.
Are you meeting manly men, Lex?
I am.
She said, I am.
And that's what I'm attracted to.
As a matter of fact.
Yeah, that's what I'm attracted to. I'm old school. I'm a high valued woman, you know what I mean?
I know that's right.
Like, yeah. So and I know what I bring to the table, So I'm attracting these men that one can step up to the fact that it becomes non-transactional. So it's very fair ground. I'm attracting men that have to be honest, that have to show up, that have to be consistent, and have to be that man, because it's a lot going on over here. I'm not in a rush to be married. I've been there, done that. I'm not in a rush to have kids. I have 4. They have a very active father. So like what I'm bringing to the table is like what you see is what you get. And it also filters out the ones who are weak. You can't lie to me. You shouldn't lie to me. Why do you need to lie to me? You have to be ready for this. I'm a lot of woman and I bring a lot to the table. So, that's what I'm attracting.
A lot of women.
It's a lot going on over here. It is. It has to be the right kind of man to be like not be intimidated by things that I've done or let's just say my ex-husband, the men that approach me are very much like, okay, all right, I see what's up. All right, this is a challenge. Let me step my game up because this is you something else, Lex, and yes, I am.
Amen.
I'm trying to be what you on today. What are you on? What you sipping? What you drinking? What you eating? Because Lex bitch.
I'm on a cleanse. The mind is clear. The full moon, we here.
All right.
My girl say I'm that girl. And what you mean?
Yeah. This is real.
Absolutely.
The weak ones will filter themselves out every time.
All right, let's move on to segment 3, the rise of the micro cheater. Have y'all heard of that before?
No, a micro cheater?
Literally never.
Right, so
never heard that.
Let me go. He didn't smash, didn't link, but he's still reacting to stories with hard eyes, staying in contact with his work wife, and watches his ex's every IG story. So what is it, loyalty or low-key betrayal?
Honey, that's a gateway cheater right there. He's well on his way.
Definitely warming it up.
Yeah, no, that's a lot. All right, so we're going to define and dissect micro cheating, all the little behaviors that technically aren't cheating, but still definitely cross the boundaries. I'm going to give y'all some scenarios. He deletes DMs before showing you his phone just to avoid drama.
Micro cheater and cheater.
Yeah. What do you say, Porsha?
I feel like in general, because men don't know how to navigate situations, they try to avoid them altogether. That's what I think. I think his stupidity will have him delete it, even if he's not trying to be malicious.
Of course.
He's just dumb.
Okay. She keeps her old situationship in her close friends, but swears they don't talk anymore.
Cheater.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
She's being deceptive.
Yep. He's on dating apps for the memes. They got memes on dating apps?
Wait, what? He's on dating apps for the
memes.
Cheater.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, well, why he on a dating app?
If you're on a dating app.
I've seen married men on a dating app.
Then they trolling for cat. Those are cheaters.
Okay.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's it.
All right. So is emotional cheating worse than physical cheating?
Yes, I think it is.
Mm.
I think it is. It's emotional is an investment. Whereas you know, physical cheating can be a one-off and there's no connection. There's no deep, deep connection. No, it's just more of a lust thing. Whereas emotional, you're basically going through someone's layers of their mind, how they think. You're getting to know them. It's an investment of time. Whereas, it could be something very minute. It could be a 2 minute situation, and that's it. You could shut that off. Whereas emotional, you can't. You're starting to think about this person, feel this person, understand this person, like get this person. That's an investment. So emotional to me is way worse.
I think that depends on who you're asking. Because if you ask a man, which is worse, he's going to say the physical. If you ask a woman, she's going to say emotional, because we are emotional. And honestly, the truth is, I can fall in love with a door handle if it treats me well. I'm a woman. I can fall in love with anything if I really put my mind to it. You understand? So I would say, oh, yeah, emotional, because he's thinking about her. But let me go out and physically do something with a man and think that my husband will ever be able to get over it. Ever, ever, ever.
Never.
It's definitely a double standard. Like if we
never be able to get over it.
That would never.
He would never be able to get over it. Yeah, I was talking to the guy, I kind of like him. Like,
and then
it ain't gonna hit him in the gut the same way.
Is still just as bad, because like I'm thinking about
it's very bad.
And
I'm thinking about all of that.
Everything
at this point.
Do you feel like you like
you went over there and you think you done fell in love with somebody cool, but you went and had sex with her, and then you came back and had sex with me, and now my health is in jeopardy? Oh,
everything is bad. It's both bad. Okay. Oh, it's horrific. I'm not saying one is worse,
because now you got
emotional.
No. So for me, they equally, I would say, I can't say which. I think they equally horrible. Don't do it.
Well, to me, my definition of cheating anyway is anything you wouldn't do in front of your partner. So it can be so many different layers of it. If you're going to try to start hiding things, covering up things, deleting things, all that kind of stuff. You're not being your authentic self.
Yeah.
But I think emotional is a little bit worse, because now there's time invested.
Yeah. Well, that little 2 minutes of pleasure.
They're both horrible.
Yeah. All right. So I got a game. Cheater or chill. So I'm going to present a micro cheating scenario, and y'all have to quickly decide if it's a cheater or chill, aka harmless. And to spice it up, you have to explain your answer. And then we're going to, vote if we agree or not. All right. So he still follows his ex, but never likes her pics. Cheater or chill? He still follows the ex.
He's a cheater in training.
Okay.
Cheating, but he's hibernating. It's hibernation cheating. He's gearing up.
Yeah, I think he's keeping his options open or something. Like, why?
He's gearing up. Got to keep your eye on
All
that
right.
one.
He sends heart emojis to girl stories, but only celebrities and influencers. He's a lame, but
horny.
Yeah, I was like, heart. Yeah, I was like, heart. Nah.
No.
You're adorable.
So y'all voting chill on that one? He's not a cheater?
No, I don't want him. I don't care what he's doing. I don't want him.
He deletes messages so you won't get the wrong idea. Cheater or chill? Cheater.
I don't know.
All right. Cheater?
Yeah, it's cheatish.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's on the scale.
Yeah.
It's on the scale.
She never posts you, but always posts thirst traps.
She's a whore. I'm kidding.
On the way.
I mean,
she's on the way.
She's on the way.
She's looking for someone better.
Okay.
She's looking for someone better for sure.
He texts a coworker, "Good morning," every day just to be nice.
You want to die.
That's horrible.
He's on Hinge, but swears he's not meeting anyone.
Cheating.
Yep.
Keep her work.
On Hinge just is it. Hinge is definitely you.
No.
I mean,
She keeps her work husband number saved under a fake name.
Already cheating.
Yeah, absolutely.
The next man. It's the next boyfriend.
He flirts with the waitress to get a discount, but says it's just jokes.
Cheater.
I don't think so.
If it's bad cheating, then okay. Not bad cheating. If he's flirting and it's like good flirting, he's a cheater. If it's bad flirting, then it's funny.
Okay. So you're saying, like, what kind of flirting is bad flirting with a waitress? Like, if he's like,
if we're there and hanging out, you know, the waitress, you know, is there. Again, it's in front of me.
No, not in front of you. I think this is when you're not there.
Oh.
Yeah. You're not there and he's like, hey, sweetheart, you looking mighty fine tonight. Can you bring me
That's bad flirting.
Horrible flirting.
Looking mighty fine tonight. If she went, good luck, girl. I mean,
y'all think that's cheating?
But no, I can't slap cheating on everything.
I don't think
I was about to say that's,
you know what I mean?
Like if
you gotta let him have his jolly. You know, what if his only jolly is going to this restaurant and say, "Hey, you're looking mighty fine.
You're looking mighty sexy."
Like, live your life, bro.
Let's see. He's been single on Facebook for 3 years, but you've been together for 2.
Who checks their Facebook anymore?
I don't like niggas who Facebook. Sorry.
He probably forgot. Who's even on this? Okay. Like their parents.
Maybe not Facebook. But you don't post their relationship status on other social media. So
if you keeping up with that,
I
think you might be a boomer.
I'm gonna go check Phil's right now. Let me see what his thing say.
You could be a boomer if you have relationship status on Facebook. You might be long for my mom and them. I'm just saying.
For mama and them and auntie and them.
Right.
All right. Classy. Last one. She shares IG quotes like a man is only as loyal as his options.
She's hurt. Somebody cheated on her.
Yeah, this need therapy.
Yeah.
All right. She's upset. That was cute. That was okay. That's a new term, micro cheaters.
Yeah, I learned that today.
Yeah. Don't y'all be out here micro cheating and shit.
I ain't never heard of that.
Micro cheating.
All right, so our last segment of the night, before we get to Humble Baddie Mail, we have a few questions from the Humble Baddie fans. So, first question, what food instantly reminds you of your childhood?
Anything barbecue.
Because
I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, home of the best barbecue. That would be it. The smell of the barbecue sauce, the smokiness, that taps into my childhood because my dad would cook it. We had a big pit in the backyard. Yeah. And then we would go to Gates. Shout out to Gates. They're also family friends. So we would go there, get the slabs or the brisket. And then they had the white bread underneath to catch all the grease and all the sauce. And then the pickles. I'll never forget those pickles. Just so good. So that's what it would be for me.
What about you, Porsha?
Burnt hot dogs and peach check soda.
Oh, burnt hot dogs. Okay.
Peach check
on the grill?
Like generic store brand. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hot dog with a little burnt on it. Yep.
Okay, yeah. Mine is kind of boring, but cream of wheat. Because my dad used to make it for me, like for breakfast, but not all the time. You know what I'm saying? And when he would make it for me, because the way he made it, it was just, I don't know, it was like my daddy's cream of wheat. You know what I'm saying?
Cream of wheat.
So yeah, that kind of brings me back a little bit.
I was more of a grits girl. Is that a Midwest thing or not necessarily?
Grits too. No, grits. But that was like a more everyday, like regular. But when my dad made his cream of wheat, he made his cream of wheat. You know what I'm saying?
It was special.
Yeah, don't nobody eat cream of wheat every week. Like you could have grit like every week, but
cream of wheat, like you took some time. Okay, you stirring.
Some time. Yeah,
some love and some intention in it.
Oh, you know what else makes me think about my childhood? Fried fish sandwich on white bread and mustard. And I mean like the white bread that gets stuck to the roof of your mouth.
Yes,
on a paper plate. On a paper plate too.
On a paper plate. Look. Hey, burn your
I know
mouth.
exactly where you're going.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
I like my fish with mustard too. And
Yeah, mustard be hitting. Okay, what is something you're tired of seeing on social media, child?
50-50. It's going 50-50. Who paying the bills? I'm sick. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of 50-50.
I'm tired of seeing the concerts that people are posting and we haven't seen them yet.
Oh,
Okay.
Let us see something. Let it come to our city first. We done seen outfits. I know dance moves. I know the list.
I appreciate it.
I know
I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be like, oh, I know this song coming up next. Okay, period. Like, you know,
that does kind of make it fun for the later shows. It's like
I know what to wear. Don't wear that because you look crazy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over here peeping. Like, okay, I need to make sure like I'm looking that way when she come out because she's gonna come out over there. Like, I'll be ready.
Right.
I'm be ready.
What you tired of seeing? What are you tired of, Ashley?
What am I tired of seeing? I'm tired of seeing the podcast. No, I'm just playing. That's what everybody be saying in the comments. Everybody.
This podcast. Another podcast.
I'm tired of seeing that comment.
Everybody do got a podcast.
I'm tired of seeing that comment that everybody don't need a podcast. Take their mics away. Like, why y'all here? Y'all don't have to be here.
Everybody do got a podcast. I saw a comment that said that the government dropped off microphones and webcams like they did crack in the 80s. And I mean,
that's a funny one. That's a funny one. That's a funny one. I'm not gonna lie. If y'all write that comment, I would laugh at that. I would laugh.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Be more creative. Be more creative.
Be more creative.
Okay. Hate in a more funny way. Be funny.
There you go.
If they made a movie about your life, which actress would play you? Ooh. Which actress would play me?
I have mine.
Who?
Tracee Ellis Ross.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one. I could see that one. I could see that. I could see that.
I can see that.
Yeah.
You know, she has that tree hugger vibe like you too, because you know how you get down, Mother Earth.
That's right.
She's got that.
I can see that. Yeah, y'all have that same energy, the same essence, as you like to call it.
I feel like that's who I would let it go. Go ahead and be great, sis. Be great.
Who would you have play you, Porsha?
I literally have no idea. I have never given this an ounce of thought. When I can tell that Alexis has actually thought about this before.
I have not.
Let me think, Porsha.
I get favored for
that just came off the dome. I don't believe that.
That's why I said that. I did not know this was a question.
I'm trying to think, Porsha, for you. Come on, let's think of one. I like this game. Hold on, let me think. Porsha, actress.
Somebody who looks like me or somebody who can act like me?
I think it has to be a little both. Like,
yeah, that's what I thought about.
Who gives your vibe? Oh, I know, kind of.
Who?
I might have needed to think a little bit harder, but if this one came to my head, I would say Zendaya.
Oh, I like
that. She's gonna have to learn how to work.
Can
Zendaya throw ass? Because I be throwing ass, friend. I like the.
I've never seen
I don't
her
think
do that.
But you've seen me do that.
She's a great actress, and I know she would figure it out.
What? I can see that. I can't.
Taraji.
No, I don't see.
Oh, why? Because my attitude, because I'm loud and I say crazy shit.
She's versatile. She's versatile. She's a great actress.
But she gives me more older, like not older woman, but like older auntie. Yeah, like.
And I'm not an auntie yet.
I just think of like Baby Boy. I think of her in Benjamin Button. Okay. I think of her in
Taraji and Baby Boy. I get that.
Yeah, I don't see that.
How long ago was Baby Boy?
I don't see that one.
She gonna have to get about 8 shades lighter because bitch, I am transparent over here. I need a tan so bad. Oh my God.
I mean, I wasn't going off of
look, yeah. Okay, mine would be Zoe Saldana.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I really like her vibe. I feel like she gives like tomboyish, and then she's a really great actress. And
yeah,
I like her movie. Maybe I just want to be her, honestly.
Maybe you just it's giving skin, it's giving
I
hair.
see
I
that.
could
I
see
see
that.
that.
That's who I would.
Yeah, I see that.
She could probably play like a nice Southern girl too, like very sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all came up with some good ones.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna think on it and get back to y'all later.
Okay, next question. Who is the most unproblematic celebrity in your eyes? Unproblematic? Because I can give you a lot of problematic ones.
Ones that we don't know anything, that they just mind their business. Oh, I got it. Kerry Washington. That's who you are, and that's who's also unproblematic.
Unproblematic.
Porsha.
Oh,
Kerry Washington.
Yeah.
People say that a lot.
Okay, and then I feel like she's mostly unproblematic. The most because one, she's been married to her husband for years. They keep it out of the everyone's business, and she has 2 kids that no one knows what they look like. So her.
No one knows what they look like.
Yeah, that's a good one. Kerry Washington.
Or that she even had them. Like somebody was saying, I saw something where they were like, yeah, she's like my 2 children. They were like, wait, what?
I only know she has them because of Scandal, because I've seen every episode, and I'm pretty sure she was pregnant. I know she was pregnant while she was filming Scandal.
I can't think of none because I only be paying attention to the problematic ones.
Yeah, those are the ones they highlight. They never highlight, the ones that are doing good, the ones that are out unproblematic.
Yeah.
You
got one, Porsha?
No. I'm trying to look on the blogs and see, in the comments, they'll post somebody be like, oh, she's so unproblematic. And I'd be like, is she really? But you know what? They are problematic to me.
Who?
They hit that internet, girl. They start cutting up. Who is unproblematic?
Beyonce. She doesn't address anything.
Beyonce got problems. She just good. She got good PR.
She's just got you.
Beyonce going to stuff.
I mean, everyone.
Beyonce, but she's not like
keep her stuff.
She's not like a regular celebrity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like she doesn't count. She's like in her own stratosphere.
She doesn't have to address. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Zendaya.
Unproblematic.
That's another good. Yeah.
Unproblematic. Mind her business. Makes her coin.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay at the mess.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with those 2.
I like that.
If you could swap lives with anyone for one day, who would it be and why?
Oh, man. I would.
I want to see.
I don't be wanting other people's life because I don't know what they're going through. I really don't.
Me either.
I would swap lives with Beyonce. I have to pick somebody. If y'all gotta pick somebody.
Rihanna.
If I gotta?
Rihanna. Okay. Who you got, Porsha?
Oh, I don't know. I need somebody who's just as rich with less responsibility. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I probably try to pick I don't know, Corey Gamble.
Wow, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I want to sit courtside.
You probably know all the tea too.
I need.
Corey's been around a long time. Yeah.
I need Corey's life.
Know all the tea.
That's pretty good, Porsha.
That is a man of leisure right there.
There, he is well kept.
That's a well kept man. Okay, white wine and them silk pajamas everywhere he go, and I say, you better go, Madam Corey.
Yeah. Matching.
Madam Corey. No, that's true.
Baddest one out. Okay. Let me be Corey.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one. That was a great one, actually.
Yeah.
That was off the dome for real. That one hit my spirit. I said, ooh, that's the one.
That was a good one. All right, y'all. That was great. Thank you guys so much for sending in your questions. Y'all send in more questions because that was fun. Now it's time for Humble Baddies Mail. Lex, you got our Humble Baddies Mail for tonight?
Yes, now it's time for Humble Baddies Mail. Okay, that was my little intro. I don't know where that came from, but whatever. Anyway, okay, this one comes from a baddie in Orlando, Florida. What's up, Old Town? Here's what she wrote. Hey, Humble Baddies. I need y'all to be for real with me. I've been dating my man for a little over 2 years now. Things were great in the beginning, the sex, the chemistry, all that. But lately, things have gotten weird in the bedroom. Every time we get intimate, he only wants to do anal. Like every time.
Oh.
At first, I thought it was just him wanting to spice things up. And I was like, okay, cool. But now it's to the point where he'll literally turn me over mid foreplay and go straight to the back door. If I try to initiate regular vaginal sex, he'll say stuff like, it just doesn't hit the same, or I like it tighter.
Oh.
Wow. Like, huh, sir? This is not a fleshlight. This is me. Well, I've tried to ask him about it, but he just laughs it off or gets defensive. So now in my head, like, is my man gay? Is he fantasizing about something else when he's with me? Or is it just some weird preference thing I'm not understanding? Please don't clown me. I really am trying to figure out what's going on because the math is not mathing. Help, sincerely confused and clenched in Orlando.
Not clenched.
Not clenched.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, baby.
That's, you know what? Baby. First of all, let me just say thank y'all for sending in this because you are being very open and transparent. You know what I'm saying? Brave to, ask us this question. And for advice on a situation like this. So thank you for writing us and writing into Humble Baddies. But I don't know. First of all, I would just say if he only wants anal sex, I would ask him, if he's saying it's not tight enough or whatever, maybe like you could explore options to make your vagina tighter. Because if you have babies, maybe it's not as tight as it used to be, and he's used to it being tighter.
First of all, that's not.
I disagree.
Hell no.
I was about to say.
I was gonna say. I don't know. I was gonna say. Okay, well, first of all, let me tell you, your cat does not get. First of all,
they have the thing that makes it tighter. They have that
big enough. Maybe you just got a little weed, and you know I wouldn't even do that, and I'm not even gonna blame
what,
it on
Porsha? What'd you say?
You got a little peen.
What'd you say?
But I'm not even gonna say that it's that. I was going to say maybe I'm just a toxic millennial because obviously I just want to be like gay because he's obviously super gay.
That's what I was gonna say too, but I didn't want to offend anybody because people.
It is not
or bisexual. Cat.
It's not her.
He's
cat.
he's definitely figured that out that's what he likes.
But it's not gay though. We can't say everything. It's not gay if it's a woman's ass. I'm
gonna say what I want to say. If that's the only thing he wants, and if he's like, oh, it just don't.
Yeah, and during foreplay too. It's not.
I was
like
trying to find her a solution. That's why I said she could go and see about getting
doggy style.
They do offer that now at the med spas and stuff. You can go get a little, and it's apparently tightens it up. I'm just giving her a solution so she don't got to keep getting. Yeah,
but she said mid foreplay, mid foreplay, and then we'll turn her over, like, and then I mean, there's different ways. There's different access back there. So he opts for the higher hole. Like, I mean, on purpose.
What if he's got a little peen? What if he's just unimpressive? I don't know. What if it slip in and slip out? You know what I mean? Like, what if he's just not?
Maybe is he given other does he have other gay tendencies? Because we can start there. Because if he's doing other things, then yeah, he just gay. You know what I mean? We can just go ahead and just say he's probably just.
He should try to play with his butthole and see how he feels about it.
If it's really the thing, she said that he said it's not tight anymore. So
he likes it tighter
anymore.
Wait,
he said he likes it tighter. That's why he goes back there every time he likes it tighter. Like he likes a tighter access point, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think
I don't know. I feel like you're talking about her. Them fighting words, bitch. I would have punched it. I would have punched him right in his mouth. He'd be like, what you mean? What?
it doesn't hit the same. I like it tighter. Yeah, I don't know. I would say
It's the same. I like, yeah, see, no, I feel like he want to fight. I don't think I would have taken that too well.
well, he's probably
Yeah,
gay
no.
because I just don't know a man. I ain't never experienced anything like this. I don't know, but I think he might be gay. Let's just,
I'm sure
that's
there
the
are some men
extent
who
of our
prefer
advice
it.
can go. We don't know, but it's given gay. Sorry. Sorry to
He
our
said
reader,
during foreplay, y'all.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Probably gay.
During foreplay.
Yeah.
So
And that's it.
He said, let's skip to the good part, eh? That's what he said.
For him, though, very selfish.
yeah.
Very selfish because that is not the bee's knees.
That's awful. I'm so sorry for you.
That's
Confused
awful.
and clenched in Orlando. But thank you for writing us.
Clenched, I bet. Oh, you poor
Yeah.
thing.
Thanks for writing us, you guys. Please continue to write to Humble Baddies Mail. You can write to contact at humblebaddies.com. You know, if you have any questions, you need advice, please let us know. We're your girls. We're going to do our best to answer your questions. Sometimes we don't know and they just be gay. But thanks for tuning in tonight to another episode of Humble Baddies. I'm Ashley Nicole. You can find me at Ashley Nicole on Instagram and Ashley_Nicole on everything else. Where can they find you guys?
I am Alexis_Stoudemire on Instagram. And I just want to say thank you, Porsha, for joining us tonight.
Yes, Porsha.
Nice to see you. And where can they find you, Porsche?
They can find me on Instagram at Porsha Berto. And I think it's the same on TikTok, but I'm not sure. But you can find me. I ain't hard to find. But thank y'all for
Of
having
course, you
me.
got to come
I love
back.
to be.
We love having
Love
you. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back next week. We'll see you next time. Love you.
Bye, friends.